week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben. This will be a solo CarCast. God, I hope this thing sounds okay. Using the Zoom H4 Essential. This is one we used for the TusCon. So it sounded good then. I'm hoping it sounds okay in the car. So I had to find a position to put it in so that it's not rattling around and it's not picking up all this extra weird noise. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Today, we did have the return of the prodigal son after 3 weeks. 2 weeks? I don't know. It was a while. We haven't seen him in a while. But yes, he was dropped off today. We hung out. He did not want to record, so I am dropping him off, and I'm going to drive home. Which is weird, because today was actually a really cool day. Let's see. Starts off picking up Sophie, which is awesome. Me and her got a little routine since we've been solo for a couple of weeks, but we chat a little bit on the way home. We stop at the store, get some food. She's so funny when we go to the store. Get the same stuff. We always buy whatever we want for lunch. For this weekend, I pick up a couple things for the week. I'll go home, and then she's like, I want a snack, and then she eats a snack, and then she's like, okay, I'm ready for lunch, and then she's like, I'm ready for another snack. So, Sophie, awesome. She's so much fun. Who else? And then Liam gets there this afternoon. Hang out for a little bit. He's all dressed up and all pretty. I guess he had some family pictures and stuff today. So the day was actually, for the most part, fine. We talked some, but we go to Mom's. Rhiannon and Bob are back in town from their globe trotting. Let's see. Rhiannon shows Liam every picture that they took while on their trip. It was pretty cool. She went a lot of places. We're gonna see if we can get her on soon. See if she wants to talk about it. Rhiannon taught us how to play Skipbo. Okay. Oh my God. There's so many. Okay. I'm okay. There's construction everywhere out here. We played Skipbo. Bob played with us. Grandma played with us. Sophie's outside running around. She likes to do these laps around Mom's yard. Walking on all the bricks and then up on the flower planter. This freaks me out. Okay. We all ate dinner. And then what was fun was, when did I start this thing? Oh, I'm going to try to get this thing to a half hour. I don't know. Today was a cool day, but I don't know if it's a half hour cool. I would have been better if Liam was here because he could help me get this thing to a half hour. So Nikki shows up with JJ because they were out running errands. They went to the hardware store to get some nails, I guess. I think I heard. But they stayed, hung out, ate some dinner with us, and then we all played Skipbo. So, Mom's 3 kids, the 2 grandkids, Grandma, I don't know, so I was thinking, we don't get the 3 of us together, me, Rhiannon, and Nikki, as super often. Typically just for the few days on the holidays. But occasionally it happens. And when it does, I don't know. There's something magical about it. Uh, I don't think it was like it was ready because I don't think it was planned. But yeah, it was just fun to have the two sisters hanging out with me, or me with them, whatever. I don't care. Um, I don't know. It was like a mini Thanksgiving-ish type setup because I think that's the next time we'll have everybody together. But yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it last week. No, last year. Uh, just how much fun it is to have the three kids hanging out together. Well, we had a good time. We played some Skipbo. Uh, Found out that Renan really likes to be like the game master. You know, she likes to a game played a certain way. She likes to monitor and make sure everybody's having fun, and that there's no like confusion. She likes things in her certain way. Liam is awesome because he kept fucking with her cards. And then Liam and I would just like tag team on her. So he would just move all of her cards around, and then I'd yell at her for, gaming etiquette that says you got to keep your board clean. But it was fun. JJ had a good time. Grandma had a good time. I don't know. It was just I cannot confirm, but Mom's sitting in the living room, I'm assuming watching us all play. And pretty sure that today was a really good day for her. I'd like just to see everybody hanging out. Everybody busting each other's balls, trying to play the game, having fun. I did hear a couple of snickers from my mom. What was it? One of them, she laughed. What did she laugh about? Oh, man. Hold on, let me think. I mean, obviously, I made a comment or a joke of some kind because I'm the funniest of them all. Oh, I don't remember what the joke was, but yeah, I heard her in the back, just a little chuckle. I told Liam that since he's not recording and he can't, he'll never hear this. To be fair, I'm just going to announce that I won all 3 games of Skipbo. So there's nobody here in the car to refute this. Rhiannon, she's adorable. She's like, she listens, but she's like, there's so much stuff to listen to. I said, I know there is. And she's like, I just can't keep up on it all. And I'm like, you don't have to keep up on all of it. I'm like, let's not get crazy. I'm like, I know that like she was traveling. I'm like, I'm not expecting her to, listen. And I'm like, all you have to do is read the descriptions and the titles and, pick and choose which some of the ones you like. And then she didn't like that idea because every once in a while there's like an inside joke or a callback. And she's like, and then I just don't understand. I'm like, well, then you have to listen to everything. Well, yeah, she listens. But she'll never listen to this one. So, yes. Basically, all I'm saying is that we played 3 games and I won all 3 games. And nobody who's going to listen to this and or comment will refute that I won 3 games in a row. Let's see what else happened today. Sophie is awesome. Running around. She's out there hanging out with Kari. Hanging out with her Bob. She's just so much. And it's so funny because I go out there so I can walk around the grass in the yard with her. And she's like, 1 at a time. I'm like, what do you mean 1 at a time? And it takes like a minute and a half, 2 minutes for her to walk, like, the route that she has. And every time I start walking, she stops, turns around, and yells at me. She's like, one at a time. I'm like, all right, I guess. What else is going on? Let's see. Liam's thumb is out of the cast. He is wrestling. So, yeah, he's still doing that. So we will update more when he is officially competing again. But he's doing all the practices, doing good in school. Doesn't like algebra. Let's see. I asked him to record with me today, and he's like, maybe. Which means absolutely no. I don't know. Which is fine. Like, not everybody wants to record as much as I do. And, like, sometimes it's just like, it's funny because he's like, have you ever missed a Monday? I'm like, you know I haven't. And he kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. I'm like, you can't roll your eyes at me for podcasting. I'm like, I podcast like he wrestles. I'm like, we both have the same, like, commitment to fucking doing something. Sorry that mine fucking needs a recording by on Monday. But so we're gonna try CarCasting it. One, because I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about these old man solo episodes. Like, I do them because I need to do them. But then I think about them and I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I just think it's lonely. I got an hour home, and it's like, I'll do them now because it's less lonely than being in an empty house by yourself recording. Well, two, I can go home. This is already done, recorded, and then I can just do like the edit and I can put it out. It's just the idea of like getting home at like fucking 11:30 and being like, let's record for an hour. So I guess I can just lose some time in the car. Hey, we're in the new car. In theory, you guys cannot hear the AC. If you can, I gotta fucking re-record this thing. It doesn't sound as like shaky as those first couple of CarCasts that we did. But yeah, so yeah, nice, smooth, quiet ride for you guys. Liam likes the new car. Like, I can't believe this is the episode going out. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, man. What is it? He likes the car. Originally, he was just like, it's white. I'm like, calm down, it's not white. And there's I gotta go through the papers real quick and figure out what the actual color of this car is. There's a little blue hue-ishness to it. He played on the new stereo. He's like, you have to have Apple Play. And I'm like, why? All Apple Play does is it just hooks up the screen to your phone, so that way, like, it's slightly more Apple-looky, and, like, it's the same thing, I guess. Like, okay, so my car right now, I got a small map, I got what phone is connected, and then, like, another screen. So, okay. And then when he plugs in his Apple, it just changes the background a little bit, and then just lets him play stuff off of his phone. And it looks more like a phone screen than I don't know. He just fucking loves it. For whatever reason, this was the biggest selling point of the car, was whether or not it had Apple Play. But I guess if he likes it, I like it. He's got a little bit more leg room, which is good. That's what he was kind of worried about. It was funny because he was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get a smaller car." You know, he's like, it's only the three of us anyway. And I'm like, "Yeah. What if?" And he was like, what? He's like, you never drive anywhere with anybody else. He got it in today, and he's like, yeah, good thing you went with this, like, the same size. You know, he's like, you didn't go smaller. I said, told you. I don't know what this guy's doing. What else is going on? I had something else. Limbs wrestling, thumbs better. Let's do some fucking quick thank yous there for everybody. Thanks everybody for the enjoyment of the TuesCon episodes. There was 3 parts. So I did see a small uptick in listens and downloads on the podcast and the YouTube. So if we have any new listeners coming to us from TuesCon, thank you, welcome. Check out the Patreon. There we go. That's how you fill the half hour. It's shameless plugs. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy. There's a free tier, so you can see some of the cool stuff that we're making. I just took Mom her November gift. We did some ornaments and paint, so you guys can paint your own ornaments. If for whatever reason anybody who has not signed up for the Patreon in time to get the November gift, shoot me an email and we can I'll work out something to let you just straight purchase them. So yeah, you could do that too. Rhiannon busted my balls today. I try to show her a bigger pics because she takes a lot of pictures with the gnomes when she's traveling. I know she wishes they were bigger, so I showed her the 4-inch pics, and I told her, I'm like, hey, do you like this size? / I'll paint one and get you an extra copy of the bigger one. And she was just like, it's not good enough. It needs a fucking selfie stick. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, give me a selfie stick or I won't take any more pictures. And I'm like, okay. I just wanted to know if she liked the bigger idea. So, we are going to be working on getting more of those together. The 4-inch pixes. I like taking the pictures with the little one because I think it looks fucking absurd. And it's obviously harder to do. But I think the bigger one would be fun. Because then you can start having people hold it and get like pictures with like fucking grandma or fucking uncle somebody. And like before we take a picture, hold this. I think that'd be funny. I think I've only been recording for 12 minutes? Oh my god, I can't believe this. This episode is going to be amazing. We could, and it's so weird because all I had to do was turn the recorder on and just leave it in the middle of the table, and we could just record it as playing fucking Skipbo. We went to Kelly's, dropped the baby off, and she fell asleep. But we sat there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and talked. And it's I'm not saying I had to record a podcast, quote unquote, episode, but I would have taken some so we got CarCast ideas, right? But just what if we just did a fly on the wall cast, right? Just record a random just random conversations that we were having, anywhere. Barely acknowledge that it was recording and just let you guys in on all the fun we were having playing Skipbo. But yes, Brandon likes this game, Skipbo. Bob likes playing. It was fun playing games with Bob. He's pretty good. He's got some strategy. When I play games, even in the card games, I'm a big fan of like game theory. So I'm always looking for. Okay, so you play Skipbo. You gotta play some cards. You gotta build stacks from 1 to 12, right? And then at the end of your turn, you have to discard a card into like a save pile, like a reuse later pile. And like, I've always wondered why people put down like the 4 versus like the 12, right? And and Kelly knows this. Anytime I play a game, I'm constantly trying to figure out like the odds and the strategy of what is the better card to play, when and where. Obviously, I know what I was doing because I won all 3 games, but it freaks people out, I think, a little bit. Because, like, Bob's got a strategy that I heard. He likes to hoard all the 10s. Maybe a couple extra Skippos he likes to hoard, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the full extent of his game yet, but I'll learn it. But yes, for whatever reason, my overthinking of Skipbo strategy, I think, worried people that I didn't know how to play the game, whereas I'm trying to play the game on like a weird, like significantly like next level. But that's just me. I do a lot when I play solitaire. So if you're playing solitaire, this is what the episode is, guys. This is it. It's fucking gaming strategy with fucking an audio medium. So all right, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to use your mind's eye here. But if you're playing like traditional solitaire, and you count your cards are out, your bottom ones, and you have a 4, right? Do you put the 4 on top of the 3 up top, or do you move the 4 pile to the 3 pile, right? Or the 3 to that 4 pile? And like, I know obviously they're like, well, maybe that's not a good example. Fuck me. Never mind. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess Tri-Tower would be a better example, but like, you only really know Tri-Tower if you ever played any of those bar games, like the kiosk at the bar. I used to play that thing all the time. Anyway, let me see if I can find something slightly more entertaining to talk about other than fucking solitaire and Skipbo strategy. Liam was excited to hear that we might be doing some more cons, which is interesting because it was cool to see him excited about something with the podcast. He knows that it's still here when he wants to come back. But yeah, he liked the idea that the potential for featured guest at TuesCon, Our Town Comic Con. He's excited about. That's in June, I think, and that just messes up with his with all of his wrestling schedule. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's interesting. We got a lot of stuff going on here at Whimsy. We got some cons. I'm going to try to, ride some coattails of a celebrity friend of the podcast. See if he wants to come out for a day, do a panel with me. I think that would be one of the coolest things. I know I haven't really talked about it. Like, I talked about it a lot, I guess. But if Ming Chen, he's doing 30, 35 cons a year. If next year we get him to come to our town for 1 or 2 days, I'm pretty sure the con would let us do a panel. And then I would be like, I don't know, part of it's just the idea of like, I get to do a panel with a fucking Ming Chen. Like, that seems like fun to me. Like, yeah. Because at the con, we would be like equals, both running a podcast studio. Like, I don't know. I just like the idea of being up there and being like, okay, so here's something that I thought about too, though. If we did, right, and someone signed up for the panel, right, there's a chance like 100 people show up for that panel. Obviously because it's a Ming Chen, so people will be like, oh, I want to see Ming Chen. But I don't know if they do this at all cons or all panels. But what if I can get them to like have everybody like applaud and like woot woot when we come out? And I know it's not fucking 60,000 wrestling fans, but I don't know. I'd take 50 screaming, panel people screaming at me. That'd be kind of cool. Baby steps. It's just, I think part of it too is just weird because I mentioned it a couple of months ago. Of being like, what would it be like to have 70,000 people screaming at you? And now I might be able to get 70 to just scream at me. Like, you got baby step that thing, but, I'll never hit 70,000. But 70 seems pretty cool. I might be okay with 70. I really wish I knew what it felt like to win like $100,000. Like, week. That's just a joke. I'm not going to tempt, fate and life with that joke. Yeah. Sophie's excited to go to the con next year. I'm excited. I'm trying to see if we can invite not a couple people, but like, maybe not this next coming one, but like if this became a staple of us going to like TuesCon, I still can't pronounce the way that they say it is. Because I still only know, I just can't wrap my head around TUS. Okay, TUSCon. TUS would be TUS. Con. Alright, I guess. TUS. Someone's gonna fucking at the con be like irritated with me because I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, maybe not the 25 con, but like the 26 and 27 con, 100%, man. Like, once we get like a little bit more established, I absolutely think my mom and grandma would totally fucking enjoy a weekend sitting in on the same podcast that they already sit on it. I think they would enjoy that weekend. I know they would go this year if I asked them to, but I'm not going to. Megan and I we gotta, like, not hone our skills because we're already fucking there, but we've never run a panel. Huh? What if I could do a? All right, I guess I technically kind of run a panel. Like, on Mondays, that's kind of panel-ish. Technically, people can ask me questions. But anyway, 2026. We'd like to invite my mom and grandma to come hang out with us for, like, let's see, Yeah, have them come up Saturday, stay the night, and then they can watch us do our thing. In theory, Liam said he would want to go. I told him that we would have to do panel, and he was excited about that. He did acknowledge that if he did go and he did do a panel, that he would do a little bit of homework as far as like structure wise, and would not shoot from the hip in front of 50 people, which I think is growth. I can't complain with that. Definitely more awake this trip than the last CarCast. But man, I still got like 50 minutes. I don't even know how long I've been recording. I didn't pay attention to the time. Man, I'm gonna be so irritated if none of this is recording. I hit a bump and it turned it off. I'm currently using the Zoom H4 Essential, so it's got to point at me a little bit, kind of weird, nothing crazy, but like it's currently laying down and then pointed towards me. Whereas like the old car recorder was a little bit more like omnidirectional, so it just recorded fucking everything. Whereas this one's going to be a little bit more like has the X and Y microphone on there, so it's got to be pointed towards me a little bit. But if it does record, then that was a yawn. But yeah. But if it works, I just gotta find a contraption of some kind. Right now it's just sitting on a shirt to help cut down on the vibrations. But yeah, I want to start recording with the H4, which is interesting. Liam should like the H4. I know he wants to use the old recorders that we have because he likes the microphone and everything. But the H4 does exactly the same thing as that the P6 that we had. Nope, the P4. I think I'm going to try using the hand recorder slightly more. See if we can get some of that sweet sponsor money from Zoom. I mean, they won't pay me for anything, but they would give me a discount on some devices and stuff if I wanted a new recorder. But I can't see needing a new recorder of any kind. Like, we have so many recorders. I just think it's fun having all the different type of recording devices. Because they all take, I make them all sound good. But they definitely, there's a different feel and vibe to them. But you can't go wrong with the Zoom. Oh my God, I'm not even on the freeway to get me home yet. What time did I start this thing? I have no idea what I'm recording for Monday, so that's kind of exciting. Not really, because it absolutely bothers me when I don't have a cool topic for a Monday episode. Depending on how fast I can get this edited and up, I'm going to test a couple of things. Rumor has it that to help sidestep the copyright laws, not laws, but this copyright usage is to distort, basically it was distort the original image and sound as much as you can, so that way none of the algorithms and the systems pick it up. but I think I have a fun idea to do that. Like, I'm not gonna like hack the original. Yeah, I kind of am. But yeah, there's a couple of fun ideas. I think it's gonna be weird because whatever the video is, I gotta play it at like 1.5 times the speed with a slightly like deeper like tone to the characters or the people on it. I don't know. What else? I could have sworn I had something else going on. Let's see, you guys will be listening to this first thing in the morning. Got a couple of meetings tomorrow. Who do I got? We got our town con. Fiverr reached out to me. That's kind of a weird something. I'll put that in the Monday show for sure. But I have used Fiverr. What was the number? 25 times in the last year and a half. I think this year I used them like 15, 16, 17, 18 times maybe. So I got upgraded in my Fiverr status. Fiverr is a website that has a bunch of freelance. Some of them are like just freelancers. So I use a lot of the Fiverr for the logos. Found Kit that's doing the webcomic. So they're all freelance and I can find them through there. But yeah, it was interesting that Fiverr reached out last week and was like, we'd like to talk to you about your use of Fiverr. What are some of my upcoming projects? So it's weird because they could have just sent me a survey about some of the things that I like about Fiverr. But I think it's interesting that they're like, we want to like actually talk to you. And like this idea of like, what are some of your upcoming projects? Not suggesting that like Fiverr is going to fucking sponsor me to do anything. But it's interesting that Fiverr's taking a semi-active interest in what I'm doing moving forward. Like, again, they could have just sent a survey of me like, do you use Fiverr for an ongoing project? Or are you like, what are you trying to do? And just the idea that like, for an hour I'm going to talk to Fiverr and be like, here's what I need. I need to figure out better like podcast promotion. Like I got my artist. Do you know what I do need though? Is an editor. So since TusCon, I kind of went at Megan for like not putting out any of her stuff. So if I'm going to go at her to say you should put your stuff out there, maybe I'll start putting some of my old stuff out there. Absolutely need an editor though. Like there's no way I can send it out. I can print of anything of sorts of what I currently have. It's like a real janky looking edit. So I guess an editor would be cool. But yeah, when we get Whimsy Studios up and running, I got a logo guy who can help with the logos. I got my comic person. I technically have a lo-fi video person. Did talk to Jay Sarge. He was excited and he liked the reception of his music. There's a small project that he joked about, that I joked about, that actually might come true, in which Jay Sarge might work on a concept album for a project that we're working on, which I think would be adorable. will be super cool. We're going to have him back on here soon. He's got a job that's busy on the holidays. So, if we can get him before first of the year, great. If not, we'll get him shortly after first of the year for sure. I'm already working on ideas for his show. I think we want to do a Pepsi challenge. That was an episode that we did of one of the live streams that was actually pretty fun. Probably one of the episodes that got the most live interaction from chats. So that's kind of cool. Don't mind me, I am just turning. Okay, we're good. I think that's all I got. Yeah, this is not part of me can't. This is one of those things where Liam was like, you were probably better off just not fucking putting anything out. But this is CarCast. This is all the stuff I would have been thinking about on the way home anyway. Today, overall, was a really good day. It's not very often we get the whole, legit the whole family there. The only ones missing were Sandy and the twins and Edwin. Kelly Megan too, but sorry, I'm driving. There's a truck. I don't know. There's not a lot. Part of it goes back to the podcast, why we started it, right? It's the idea of me, Rand, and Nikki. We don't hang out very often together. And to be fair, I don't even know. When's the last time we hung out just the three of us? Is that a thing? As the oldest, should I be trying to schedule just a kids outing? Oh man, my throat's all dried out. Hold on. Between the fucking heater shooting hot air down my face and then talking, oh my god, it's so dry. Oh my god, that was fucking weird. I don't know. I like the episode because I like the idea of remembering fucking Skipbo and little laughs from my mom in the corner. So, is it the best? Probably not. But it's it's a nice one. It's an important one for me. Alright, so it's an hour and 9 from Liam to home. I'm currently 24 minutes. No, I'm 27 minutes from home from here, if I remember my drives correctly. So, what's the math on that? What is this, 40 minutes now? Am I about 40 minutes? That's not bad. It has to be close to 40 minutes. No, it's probably closer to 30. I just wish I knew what time I dropped him. No, I dropped him off before 9:30. And I sat in his driveway trying to figure out how to get this thing set up. Yeah, so 9:30. We'll call it 40. Yeah, 40 minutes. Boom, suck it. Nailed it. My biological clock is fucking fine-tuned. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. What would we do? Me, Rhiannon, and Nikki. What does a sibling outing look like? What do siblings do in their fucking, late 30s, early 40s? Do we go to a bar? Is that a thing? I mean, because I've gone to bars with them both independently. Okay, well, I've never been to a bar with Rhiannon, but we've drinking at a place with a bar. Like, does that make sense? Like a fucking Macayos. I don't know. Maybe we got. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, the hell with it. Good episode for me. We don't get a lot of them, and when they happen, I'm glad that I can share them with you guys. All right, I'm done. I don't think I need to drag this out any longer than I did. It was great to see the kids. Liam's back. Glad to have him back. Holidays are coming up, so we're going to be excited for that. Episode 100 coming. If I did the math correctly, we're looking the end of February, beginning of March. So, I don't know what episode 100 looks like, so leave me some comments. Wherever you're listening to this, leave some comments. What do you want to hear from our episode 100? Is there any guests that I bring back? Anybody who has to come back? Anybody we should introduce? 100 episodes, year and a half. Some people thought we wouldn't have made it this far, and I say, the hell with those guys. I have I had no doubt that we would make it 100 episodes. Well, I don't know. I guess in the beginning it was a little bit touch and go. Some of those sad dad episodes. Like, do I even really want to do this still? I do. But you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the TushCon love. Leave some comments. Make sure you follow everybody from the interviews. Show them that you support, you like them. Leave them some comments. Talk us up a little bit. Be like, oh, I heard that you were on that podcast, Chasing the Whimsy. That podcast is amazing, and you were on there. You're so lucky. Or you made that podcast better. You should go on it more. Like, I'll take either one. All right, I'm currently in a position where I'm 25 minutes away from home. That I'm comfortable with. Man, we're wrapping up on the year. Very cool. Sophie, thank you for an awesome day. Thanks for being so cool. Liam, good to see you again. Looking all dressed up and pretty. Maybe you'll come back on the podcast soon. I know people miss you. Curious of what you've been up to. Rhiannon, thanks. Mom, thank you. Nikki, thank you. Kelly, Megan, thank you. All right, we're officially done. You guys have a good night. Whimsy!